Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kalayim Layo, Bashima Shabashima Kakodash. Double honesty, elders and apostles of Great Millstone GMS do roll and teach well. Gonna get into another video. Wanna get into this Proverbs, the 27th chapter. Just go from the top. See how far we get. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Right, and then you have, see how I said, oh man, see here, and I know it's in Matthew. Alright, this is gonna be, yeah. It's the book of Matthew 6 and 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, nor yet for your body, what you shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, the body than raiment? For the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Which of you by thought can add 1 cubit of stature? Why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, they grow, they toil not, neither do they spin. Yet I say unto you, that even Solomon, whose glory was not arrayed like one of these. Right? Because all these things, the Most High Himself will provide, for them. The lilies, they grow, but they don't toil to grow. It's all, they don't have to worry about it. Right? The fowls, they get food, right, and they eat. I think fowls, like grass or bugs or something. I know there's certain fowls that eat like bugs and shit like that, and I know there's certain fowls, certain birds that like eat, fish. Like you always see the image of like the hawk and the fish. I think some of them even they eat snakes too or something. I don't know, but they eat all kinds of stuff. But Solomon himself wasn't like that, because Solomon, he had to think about, food and water. But right, wherefore the Most High so close, the grass of the field, which today is and tomorrow is cast to the oven, shall he not much more close you, O ye of little faith? Right. So therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or withal shall we be clothed? Right, all these things the Gentiles seek. Right. See your unbelievers. Unbelievers of our people, and these are the nations. If you have Father knoweth that you have need of all these things. Right, but don't worry about too much about it. Don't make your whole life about seeking money and clothes and food and whatever. Just don't worry about it. Worry about this. Let another man praise thee. So Proverbs 27, and jumping ahead. Proverbs 27 too. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, stranger, and not thy own lips. Or don't be a person who only talks and praises to themselves. Stone is heavy and a and weighty, but fool's wrath is heavier than both. Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy, right? Envy is very dangerous. Open rebuke is better than secret love, and that's why we rebuke each other, because it's better to tell, if you have a brother and he's not, doing right or whatever, it's better to tell him that, to correct him. Rebuke isn't a bad thing. It just means correction. It's like critique. You should critique yourself, examine yourselves if you be of the faith, right? But certain things you maybe fail to see, or you have the demons on you, man, and, whatever. You cannot be going in the right direction. You need a brother to tell you, hey, you're not going in the right direction, and then you're like, you know what, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. You're just right. And then that's it. You know, I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm just saying it like, I don't know, in general, for brothers need to, you know, faithful word. And even with that, you know, deep in the brotherhood, I mean, when you go out on the street corner, you're openly rebuking, you know, the whole elect, right? So that they can change their ways, you know, because if you have a brother that's really sincere and he's like, what do you mean I can't smoke weed? And you explain to him XYZ. If you have a brother, oh, what you mean that I can't eat all these unclean foods? And then you tell them, hey, you know, that, you know, do whatever you want. The law's done away with. Doctrine of the Christian church is false. Now, I mean, we're not bound to, you know, to the, you know, the old covenant. I mean, we're pretty much between the old and new covenant, right? But it's about salvation through grace and salvation through faith. You know, I could be saved through the works of the law. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. The full soul loatheth in honeycomb, but to the hungry soul everything, every better thing is sweet. As a bird that wandered from her nest, so is a man that wandered from his place. Woman and perform rejoice the heart, so all love the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. They don't friend and thy father's friend forsake not, neither go into thy brother's house in the day of calamity, for better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off. Right? Don't never abandon a friend in LT, either yours or your father's. When disaster strikes, you don't have to ask your friend, you don't have to ask your brother for assistance. It's better to go to a neighbor than to a brother who lives far away. You know, so make peace with everyone, but we know that, you know, amongst our brotherhood, you know, we don't, that's really self-explanatory. That's just brotherly love right there, man. You know, it's true, you know, it's better to ask another love, even if you have family close to you. Maybe better to ask a brother and family who, you know, are gonna want favors and stuff, you know, fucking for return if you ask them for shit, right? My son, be wise and make my heart glad. They may answer him that reproaches me. Prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, but the sin will pass on and are punished, right? And that's, you know, what these people do. You know, we're out here, you know, get into these scriptures, you know, because we foresee the danger, and that's what prudence means. You know, taking caution and taking precaution, you know. Take his garment as surety for a stranger, take a pledge of him for a strange woman. He that blessed his friend with loud voice rising early in the morning, it should be counted a curse unto him. Continue dropping in a very rainy day, and the contentious women are alike. Whoso hideth her, hideth the wind, and the anointment of his right hand, which restoreth itself. Stop at complaints is like trying to stop the wind or trying to hold something with greased hands in LT. Iron sharpeth iron, so a man sharper the countenance of his friend. You know, and now we also get into, you know, that how we do that when we teach these videos, and you know, when brothers test each other and so on and so forth. So keep the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof, so he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. As in water, face answers the face, so the heart of man, right? Because, you know, you can see your reflection in the mirror, so your spirit, you know, reflects the person. You know, so if you're just a real wicked dude, you got a real wicked spirit. You know, and, you know, it's your actions. Basically, your actions reflect who you are. So, you know, if people, you know, act real wicked, they got a real wicked spirit or a real wicked mind. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. It's the finding pot for silver and the furnace for gold, so is a man to his praise. Though that's just braid a fool and mortar among wheat with a pestle, yet one eye's foolishness depart from him. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. For riches are not forever, and doth the crown endure to every generation. Day appeareth, and the tender grass showeth itself, and the herbs of the mountains are gathered. The lambs are for thy clothing, and the goats are the price of the field. Very important. If thou shalt have goat's milk enough for thy food, for the food of thy household, and for the maintenance for thy maintenance, right? Yeah, and milk, milk is good for you, man. And the stuff nowadays is like processed, but I'm always going to be a big believer in milk. Like, I grew up on milk, love this stuff. But, certain brothers out there maybe get sick from it. And I know you got a lot of jakes in the world say, oh, you're not supposed to drink milk, that's not edible. But I don't really believe that stuff. I think that milk is okay if you get like a good brand that doesn't like fuck with you, or if you drink like almond milk or other milk alternatives if you want that too. But I don't really think that anything else really gives you like calcium like that outside of just straight up milk. But that's neither here nor there. So that's Proverbs 27. Going to a lot of different things. A lot of it was just about looking well to your goings. But let that be that. Lower willing, you're edified. And to the next one, low willing is the next one. That's the show.